basics of what calculus is for. But then when it came to actually solving the problems, I would think I had totally the right answer. I go to check. Nope, it's not the right answer. I could not get it. But now that I'm out and I have a calculator, you know, I have more access to better information. I think it's possible I could get the calculus down, you know, and really get a handle on it.
Now, with the school books themselves, is that through then your library?
Right. So when I was learning math, I would I would get a catalog with titles of books. And I would look for ones when I was studying math. I would look for ones on different subjects I wanted to learn. Like if I didn't know anything about trigonometry, I'd try to order some books from the library that had trigonometry in the title, and then I would study those and then try to master the principles that were being taught in the books.
Is it possible to donate books to the library?
Not directly, nope. They don't. I mean, like another library in the state or something could donate, books. But individuals can't donate stuff to the Department of Corrections.
So the Department of Corrections has to buy all their books? Or?
Generally, they buy most of their books. Yeah, they get allocated a certain amount of funds, and then they'll.
The reason why I ask is because the combination of myself and then my wife and other friends, I have a collection of these books that I don't want to throw away, but I don't have any use for them, And they're all, course books, like, for physics, for calculus, for biology, for genetics. And so they still are in storage. So I'm trying to think of, well, where could I donate them? But it doesn't look like to the Department of Corrections.
Well, there might be some way of donating them to the central department of Corrections. Like there's all these different prisons, and what they don't want is people donating books to particular prisons.
Yeah, I see the point of that. But to me, it seems like there must be thousands and thousands of students out there that have the same predicament, where they have, they're fairly valuable books, but they don't want to throw them away, but they have no use for them.
Right. It sucks. That might be one thing that's good about digital books, right?
Yeah.
E-books.
Yeah. It's just access then to what books are available in the library?
Books and people, things I see on TV. Like for instance, right now I'm studying some Buddhist stuff. I'm studying this philosophy. It's called Madhyamika, which is the middle way philosophy, but it's a particular philosophy that arose in India like around 400 AD, and it was it's about the structure of reality. What actually exists, what doesn't exist, and how does causality work. And so these are the kinds of things that the East really has a different take on than the West. It's pretty interesting. So I learned about that through this textbook that I was able to get a hold of, that one of the volunteers, one of the Buddhist volunteers that comes out here occasionally, donated to the religious program. And so that's how I was able to get in touch with some of that information.
Now, if we scan, let's say, a poem, then we could send it to you? Is that possible? In a letter?
Some people can just write me a letter.
Yeah, write you a letter.
Or they can, there's a company called JPay that does emails, but they're not really, I mean, they're emails because the person can write on the computer and send it off through email fashion. But what really happens is then it comes to like this facility, and this facility will print out a paper copy of the letter, and they'll send that to me in the mail.
Okay.
But I can't respond.
Yeah,
I can't respond through the email. I can't.
I see.
Yeah, I can't. So I have to have somebody's actual physical address to respond to.
What about Taoism? Have you
studied Taoism? In fact, one of my favorite books of all time is the Tao Te Ching.
Yeah.
I see most of those things as kind of espousing the same kind of philosophy. But the book that the subject I'm reading now, which is that Madhyamika, claims that Taoism is actually distinguishable from it in some really, really subtle way. So we'll see.
Okay.
We'll see. But I really like everything that was in the Tao Te Ching, and the idea of this kind of non-dualistic way of approaching the world and living your life in that way. Because it gets rid of all this stress and hang-ups and things like that.